On record 03CR0288, Commonwealth versus Percy Allen Phillips.
Next, we head to Jefferson County Circuit Court in Louisville, Kentucky.
Jay Lambert on behalf of Mr. Phillips, Your Honor. He's present and seated next to me.
A hearing is underway to determine if 45-year-old Percy Phillips is competent to stand trial. Phillips is accused of retaliating against a witness inside the courtroom during a previous trial.
And it would be our position that Mr. Phillips is presently incompetent to stand trial. If we end up in trial, there is no way I can competently even frame a defense. I have asked Mr. Phillips, what do you want me to say or do at your trial? And he won't tell me. He literally, for years, has not said a word.
Before turning things over to the prosecution, Phillips' lawyer issues a warning.
Mr. Phillips has shared that he doesn't know exactly what he'll do in certain situations in the courtroom. He thinks he just may explode.
Now it's over to the prosecution.
Your Honor, it's interesting to remember that the conclusion of the case, when the defendant was unhappy with the verdict and unhappy with the sentence, he threatened the police officer who testified against him.
Man, you a black person. You up, man? Who go first? I ain't.
Day was 16 to 239. I had to stun Percy Phillips. You want to come on up?
Remember that just moments earlier, Phillips' attorney seemingly predicted what was about to happen.
He thinks he just may explode.
After sitting for more than 20 minutes without showing a single emotion, Phillips erupts
You a mother
and heads towards the prosecutor's table.
black.
Phillips is first grabbed by this deputy. What you can't hear on the tape is another deputy in the corner of the courtroom yelling the word taser. This is a signal for the other officer to move out of the way.
Who go first? I ain't.
Waiting for emergency personnel to arrive, the judge looks around her disheveled courtroom in disbelief.
Percy Phillips, he's laying on the ground.
Percy Phillips is later deemed incompetent, and the indictment is dismissed. This is not the last time Phillips will see the inside of a Kentucky courtroom. While incarcerated, he's brought up on murder charges after his fingerprints link him to a 2-decade-old homicide. Next, we're in Harlan, Kentucky, for the sentencing hearing of 59-year-old Cletus Robbins Jr. Following a 3-day trial, Robbins was convicted on a litany of shockingly violent charges.
The defendant is guilty of 1, kidnapping with serious physical injury, 2, robbery in the first degree, assault in the second degree, unlawful imprisonment, wanton endangerment first degree, and being a persistent felony offender first degree.
As Judge Kent Hendrickson proceeds with Robbins' laundry list of crimes, the prosecution interjects after Robbins repeatedly turns around and glares at them.
Your Honor, the Commonwealth would request that the court give notice to the defendant not to communicate with the Commonwealth.
In the courtroom, defendants are often prohibited from communicating verbally or non-verbally with anyone except their own attorney. Problem is, Robbins isn't exactly a rule follower.
Don't go. Hey, now none of that. Hey, none of that. Now just calm down.
Yeah. You calm down.
You take it easy.
Stand up there on that side, please. Settle down, please.
Fucking jury ass court here.
Listen, buddy, I'm too old for this.
Hey, I'm too old for this too.
With tensions later calmed, Robbins stands in silence as Judge Hendrickson hands down a heavy sentence.
He shall be confined to the state penitentiary for a maximum of 25 years. And that concludes this matter before the court. Thank you.
Sentencing may conclude things for the court, but not for Robbins. That is the sound of Cletus Robbins spitting at one of the prosecuting attorneys. Before he's hauled out of the courtroom, Robbins makes a final threat.
The court has that on record. We know that that was a threat, and we will be saving that record for possible criminal charges.
No additional charges were filed against Robbins for his courtroom misconduct. His 25-year sentence stands, and a later appeal of the case was denied. Next, we're in Greenup, Kentucky, where court is back in session after bringing in a new year.
Happy New Year to everybody.
Well, same to you.
That's Judge Robert Conley. He's been on the bench for more than 20 years and appears to be happy to be starting another. First up, a probation revocation hearing.
Michael Ferner.
The defendant, Michael Ferner, owes more than $9,000 in overdue child support to his ex-wife. And according to his ex-wife's lawyer, he's failed to follow his court-ordered payment program.
So he's not made any payment in 2019. It just doesn't make any difference.
Didn't pay anything in the whole year?
Nothing in 2019.
It has been a rough year. I mean, I had 3 boys at home. My wife works full-time. We didn't have a babysitter.
After hearing the defendant's explanation, it's possible Judge Conley could give him a break to start the new year.
Can I ask you a question? What kind of person has 3 kids when you can't even take care of one?
My kids are grown. They're 21 and 19.
But they're living at home.
No, they
I
don't live with
understand.
their
You just said
mom
you
or
had 3
anything.
kids.
I think
I've got 3 little ones
There's
with my
5
wife.
kids, Judge. 5 kids. It's owed to the client. Judge, the order was $238 a month plus $50 toward arrearages.
Well, it changed the next time I come to court.
You know what? You just need to shut up. The more you talk, the more ridiculous you sound.
And just like that, the judge's New Year's cheer is out the window.
I'm sorry.
Send him to jail. Send him to jail. Go talk all you want over there, okay? Talk all you want over there.
As Michael Kerner's taken into custody, Judge Conley issues a stern directive to everyone in the courtroom.
When I'm talking, you better be listening. I only talk if I'm wanting you to know something. Don't try to talk over me. It's the most ridiculous thing in the world. If I'm saying anything, you better be damn listening.
20 minutes later, he calls defendant Gary Willis forward. Unfortunately for Willis, he's also here today for failing to pay child support.
Willis, how come you aren't paying what you're supposed to pay?
I thought that I was paying it. I just missed a court date. I got caught up Thanksgiving and absolutely forgot.
What am I supposed to do? What does the victim in your case, the ones for money? I have to answer to them. They say, Judge, he doesn't pay. What are you doing about it, Judge? What are you doing? So do us both a favor and do what you're supposed to do.
That may be good advice, but it turns out Judge Conley's delivery of the message left something to be desired for the Kentucky Judicial Conduct Commission. Following the 2 cases, Conley received a public reprimand after an investigation into his, quote, intemperate conduct. Judge Robert Conley ultimately accepted the public reprimand, admitted his behavior was inappropriate, and issued a public apology. We head now to a hearing in Louisville, Kentucky. The defendant, James Roeder's been charged with burglary. His alleged partner in crime? His wife, Ashley. They're both charged with breaking into a warehouse and stealing 6 flat-screen TVs. At the time of the robbery, Ashley was pregnant. James, who's been locked up in county jail since his arrest, has had a no-contact order with his wife, meaning they're not allowed to speak to each other before their court cases because they're co-defendants. While they've been separated, Ashley gave birth to their son.
You sure you're comfortable with this? Is this what you want to do? All right, just stay right there for just a second.
The judge is addressing Ashley, who's in court with her baby for her own hearing. James Roeder, who has just left the courtroom after his hearing, is being brought back in.
I don't want you to say anything to me about your case at all. Don't say anything. Your lawyer's not present right now. But I understand that there is a chance that you're going to go back to Todd County and that your baby is a month old and you haven't met that baby yet. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
Miss Roeder, do you want to come up here? I know you have a no contact order between you and Miss Roeder that I have, that I issued, and I'm not changing that.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm making a temporary exception right in front of me on the record so that you can meet this baby. This is your son. Be careful. You see his little shirt?
Yeah.
It could be a fair amount of time before Roeder sees his son again.
Give everybody some. All right.
Thank you.
James Roeder is sentenced to 4 years for third-degree complicity burglary.
And Miss Roeder, you can stay up here because I'm going to call your case next.
Ashley Roeder's given probation and is currently taking care of the couple's 2 children.
Thank you for letting me be a part of that. If y'all aren't teared up, then you're just heartless.
Next, we're in Paris, Kentucky, where 30-year-old Bass Webb has been charged with 2 counts of attempted murder. This surveillance video taken outside a Kentucky jail a week earlier captured the moment when Webb, a former inmate there who served 3 months on assault charges, accelerated his car and tried to run over 2 jail employees. One man was able to get out of the way, but one man was injured after Webb's vehicle pinned him against the wall. At his first court appearance before Judge Vanessa Dixon, Webb's bad behavior continued.
Can you hear what you're saying? Yeah. That be yes?
Yes. Judge Dixon then informed Webb she's recusing herself from the trial because she knew the 2 jail employees he targeted with his vehicle.
There's no way I want to try this case or have any further proceedings, or I have to see you for one further step. Set preliminary hearing next week.
Watch again as Webb literally spit on the judge.
Charge.
But this incident is far from the last time Bass Webb will spit in the face of the law. While waiting to go to trial, he and 4 other inmates incited a riot inside the Fayette County Detention Center. After being shot with beanbag bullets, and hit in the neck by a pepper ball, Webb whips a metal telephone box at a corrections officer.
If I were to launch this at someone 10 feet away, because this is capable of stopping that, does not mean that that is not readily capable of causing death or serious physical injury.
Webb was found guilty of third-degree assault and sentenced to 15 years in prison. And for his attempt to run over the 2 jail employees, he was later found guilty of 2 counts of attempted murder and got an additional 37 years. Bass Webb was facing a total of 52 years behind bars, but more disturbing accusations were on the way. While incarcerated, he was charged with the unsolved murder of an ex-girlfriend. Facing a possible death sentence if convicted at trial, Webb pled guilty to the murder and got an additional 50 years. Now, 5 years later, Bass Webb is back in court yet again after being charged with the murder of a different girlfriend nearly a decade earlier. The cold case came back to haunt him after a jailhouse tip led to the discovery of the woman's remains. This time, as he's let in, he reveals a new sinister look that shocks those in attendance. A closer look at Webb's recent head tattoos reveals a demented murder hit list. It reads, "Those that must die, all judges, all prosecutors, all cops, the media." Below that, 3 rats have been scratched out, and many more, plus an expletive on the other side. Gruesome details emerge about how Webb choked his then-girlfriend to death and buried her body in a shallow grave.
Mr. Webb, do you want to come forward?
When the judge asks Webb to come forward, he remains seated and smiles. Finally, after more than a week in the courtroom, the judge reads the jury's verdict.
You have found the defendant guilty of the offense of intentional murder.
Bass Webb is then sentenced to life in prison, with the possibility of parole after 25 years.
He's high risk, so I'm going to raise the bond to $5,000.
We're at bond court in Louisville, Kentucky.
Yeah, I think $1,000 is reasonable given that these are felony charges. Good luck, sir.
Judge Smith has a full plate of bond hearings.
I actually have a car that I'm trying to sell on Craigslist.
Stop talking. I'm going to give you a public defender.
Michael Ray, cases 87 and 88.
Next up is Michael Ray, who's facing 4 charges, including criminal trespassing and second-degree assault. A bond or a bail hearing is usually a quick proceeding if the defendant is cooperative. The prosecutor suggests a bail amount for Ray based on the crime and the defendant's history.
Your Honor, the county's requesting $25,000 full cash fine, all charges.
You think that's funny?
I think that's hilarious.
We weren't done.
Ray might feel $25,000 is too high, but sarcasm won't get him a reduction, and the judge lets him know it.
All right, so bond is $50,000. No bail credit,
I didn't
danger
get
to
a chance.
community. Thinks these are funny charges. He's lucky I didn't hold him in contempt.
Ray just had his bond doubled. But as he re-enters the hallway, he has something else to say.
Hope I see you in the street.
Bring him in. I'm holding him in contempt. Adding charges.
Ray's language isn't the only thing to upset the judge. According to court officials, the defendant also gave her the middle finger.
30 days to serve on contempt for flipping me off twice.
Judge calls him back, but it looks like he's gone.
If we bring him back in, he's just going to get another 30 days for doing something else.
So they move on to the next case.
Case number 90, Scott Raymer.
When, sure enough, Ray comes back for more.
Oh, here he comes. Sir, I'm holding you in contempt for what you did.
What you're holding me in?
And so,
You shut up, man.
all right, you can take him back. 100 days to serve.
100 days to serve? Okay.
Yeah.
For what? Because of 2 EPOs and a criminal mission case?
That's right, the judge just gave him 100 days in jail.
He's done.
Ray could just walk away without making matters even worse, but he goes a different route.
I think we need to.
Yeah.
Can we bring him back?
He's got to be charged. Yes.
What started out as 4 serious charges has grown into a grand total of 10, all in the span of approximately 3 minutes.
I peeked my head around. I said, "Don't."
Yeah. No, I figure that's just a lesson on what not to do, so you all are good.
Next, we go to a pretrial hearing in Louisville, Kentucky. The defendants are Mario and Jose Guzman, who are out on bond in connection with drug charges. Sitting behind the defense table is Mario's wife, Samantha Ayala. Today, the Commonwealth is asking to increase Mario's bond because of new charges, including second-degree burglary, tampering with evidence, and possession of marijuana. According to the prosecution, these offenses are a violation of his bond agreement. Hearing the motion is Judge Mary Shaw.
Your Honor, in your order, it specifically says no further violations of the law. He picked up new charges. He violated the law.
But the defense is arguing the bond should not be raised because the burglary charge is thin since the victim skipped town.
They don't have the victim because he left town because he's a drug dealer.
The Commonwealth is asking to raise Guzman's bond from $500 to $15,000, which the defense argues is too high.
I mean, we might as well say $100,000 full cash, Judge. It's an amount that Mr. Guzman can't post. That's not the purpose of bond. The purpose of bond is to make sure that someone comes to court.
After several minutes disputing prior testimony, the judge is ready to announce her decision.
I agree. New charges obviously have been picked up. Current bond is not appropriate. It will be $5,000 full cash.
If Guzman can't come up with the new amount, He'll be sent to jail as he awaits trial. A bailiff is ready to take Guzman away, but he has other ideas. Let's take another look. Guzman makes a desperate break for the door. Jose Guzman begs the judge for help.
He's okay, he's okay, he's okay.
After the deputy deploys his taser, Guzman's wife, Samantha, becomes inconsolable. Court officers wrestle Mario to the ground as Jose shouts instructions.
Sorry, ma'am. I'm talking about...
Shut up!
No.
No, my baby's sick.
Samantha is so distraught, officers place her in handcuffs.
She's sick.
Deputies finally remove Guzman from the courtroom. A few of the officers suffer minor injuries, and Guzman is hit with additional charges, 3 counts of attempted assault and criminal mischief. And his bond is increased another $2,500 for a total of $7,500. We're in Lexington, Kentucky, and the sentencing of Trey Alexander Relford. He's pled guilty to the 2015 murder and robbery of Salahuddin Jitmood, a 22-year-old who'd been delivering pizzas. Jitmood was making his final delivery of the night when Relford and 2 accomplices lured him into their apartment complex, then robbed and stabbed him to death.
Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
Before Relford receives his sentence, the victim's father, Sombat Jitmood, a school principal and devout Muslim, speaks directly to the man who murdered his son.
Trey Alexander Relford, I feel so sad for you that you have to be in this situation. I wish I could help you, as I help my son to be a good citizen. If Salahuddin were to be here, if he alive, he will forgive you. That's the way he was. That's the way he is. I'm not angry at you for being part of hurting my son. I'm angry at the devil. I blame the devil who misguiding you and misleading you to do such a horrible crime. No, I don't blame you. I'm not angry at you at all. I want you to know that. I forgive you on behalf of Salahuddin and his mother.
Thank you.
Before Judge Kimberly Bennell delivered her sentence, there was still one person left to speak.
Mr. Relford, do you wish to make a statement?
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry about what happened that day. But I do applaud you, because it takes a powerful man to know that somebody has hurt them and do what you, get up there and say what you just said. I have a child. She is 4. And I can imagine the hurt, the pain from losing her. Just tell us what I can do. So when I thank you for your forgiveness.
And now it's time for the judge to announce her sentence.
Mr. Relford, an incredibly horrible event happened that has changed the lives of two families forever. Nothing can fix it. I am going to accept the Commonwealth's recommendation. Murder, 25 years. And I truly wish for you the very best. Thank you.
Trey Relford received 25 years for murder and an additional 6 years for robbery.